You got your official shirt on, Richard.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means I'm the director of the local public health department.
And we have an issue. What is the issue?
We have a minor issue on Nantucket, but an issue nonetheless. We have a number of cases have showed up with individuals with what we call tularemia. Now, what is tularemia? Tularemia is a bacterial disease which manifests itself primarily in small animals. Small animals on Nantucket would be specifically the rabbit. Tularemia has been around Nantucket for many, many, many years, but we are averaging probably one case every 3 to 5 years. This year, we now have 3 confirmed cases and 1 more potential case. What we are asking people to do is simple. If you see a dead rabbit on the side of the road, whether it's been involved in a car accident or is simply doesn't appear to be damaged but is a dead animal, or if you see a rabbit that is sluggish or seems to be somewhat confused, leave it alone. Do not go over by it. Do not let your animals go and sniff it or try to chase it. Specifically, if you are a landscaper, and this is important, if you're a landscaper and you are cutting fields where the grass is over 6 to 8 inches tall, you're not going to see the carcass of a dead animal, specifically a rabbit. So what you really want to do is wear a mask, the typical hospital type mask that covers your nose and your mouth so that you do not inhale any of the aerosolized animal that you've run over with a lawnmower. Martha's Vineyard had issues with this a couple of years ago, and it was primarily within the landscape community. So we do want to warn everybody and at least tell people to take precautions. If you see an animal off to the side of the road that is dead or something in the road that is dead, we want you to do what you normally do. Drive right by it. Don't get out to take a look at it, just keep driving. If it becomes much of a problem, we will have our Department of Public Works go out and pick it up with a shovel and face mask, and we can dispose of it at the landfill. But don't go out of your way to make sure and see if it's dead. Don't spend a lot of time hanging around it. If your dog spots one, if you find one before your dog or your cat gets there, don't let the dog or cat get near it. Simple precautions. We don't anticipate any other cases. However, we want the public to be aware.
What are the symptoms of this disease?
Fever-inducing. It is a long-range illness which may present itself as a pneumonia-based illness, which then becomes problematic with the inhalation concept, which is why we're telling landscape individuals, people who may run into a dead rabbit in a field and not realize that they've run it over with a lawnmower, to wear some form of respiratory protection.
Is there a reason why we have so many cases?
That's hard to say right now. No, we don't know. We've got a couple of individuals coming down from Boston to look at our rabbit population and see if there's any correlation between the weather conditions or what's going on with the rabbits themselves, but we don't know.
And what's the risk of it spreading as of now?
Well, it's very minor. If you look at the population of this island in June and July, particularly July and August, when some of these cases started to materialize, you realize that 4 cases out of a rather substantial population is not a big percentage. We're just informing people that as people get out into the moors now, people go through for walks in areas where they don't normally walk in the summertime, to be cautious and not take chances, and if you see a dead rabbit, a dead small animal, walk away.
Okay, so not a real big deal, but just be advised.
We just want people to be aware that there is a potential issue with some of the dead rabbits.
And as far as the people that have contracted this,
all are doing well.
Okay.
All are doing well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.